Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
little louder.
No, not at all.
I knew Steve Mackin briefly, and knowing him as a poet, I would say he was a fine poet and a fine sonneter.
Turn the speaker. It's reverbing.
Is it reverbing?
Change the
Oh, you need to be a
angle
little
of the
closer to the
speaker.
microphone.
Okay, like this.
How's that?
It's the angle of the speaker,
Okay.
not the
Might
volume.
be the game.
That's it.
A bad poem. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A bad poem trying to be original. A faint wind stirs the trees into shade. I sit helpless over the loss of metaphor. Language that was a joy has disappeared into a curse from confusion, confusion that gallops and cavorts about the library, doing Quixote-like deeds, cavorting about, bumping into itself, trying not to be good-natured. Empty jar. Reach out for the empty stars. The jar of words is empty. Empty of metaphors. The poem has come to the last dance. The sonnet like a sleepy string orchestra. The villanelle a wordless chamber ensemble. The sestina a ghostly orchestra and chorus. All empty. All have had their day when they can fill a page with opacity and subtle clarity. Coming to terms with reality as I do, as if emerging from a dream. Cat's House Paw. A torpid, humid prose poem. Outside the door, a kitten jingles its paws on the keys of caution, wisdom, and restraint. Its tiny paws search the bushes, a vague search for more than it can know. It seems to me that our late Poonder, a clever cat, hunted up and down trees and cane fields for birds, like the sleek black hunter he was. If successful, a pile of feathers would appear on our back porch. Poonder might have been proud of himself and the way his paws would swipe out and bring down his prey, usually a robin or a sparrow. Of course he got old and died with a sad but unbloody look on his still fierce mini panther feline face. New Moon, a prose rhapsody. Bribe the British Brent. The blunt rising, floating, cruising past the lacy nimbus. The night is rich and dark as the eyes of Satan, who passed through the pure doorway on his way up Grant Street on a furtive errand. A cop copes with chaos in the empty street. Camaraderie creates mystery in joie la vivre. It's as if joie la vivre is a lesson I learned in my past life. I've been reincarnated as a searching, drooling druid. Evening Blues Sonnet. Searching milkweed feelings for a metaphor. A metaphor for the loud jazz to tell me how it is to flutter like a piece of paper. The carefully flutter of a piece of paper up and down 3rd Street like a wind tunnel. Reality is a voice blowing cool to the wind. The wind does not care, nor will it ever care for me at all. It is like impatient 3rd Street, as impatient as jazz. Jazz that refuses to speak to anxiety. Kiss all angels. Trouble in heaven, the clouds vanish. Too many angels spoil the truth. Would-be's travel through their thin air. I'm helpless before their 30 muses. The everyday seems different and diffident. This poem is going somewhere. I think it an unlikely poem to dance about the fire, leaping as though it has no beginning and no end. The dance will end, nobody leaping in boredom, and idyllic lines to a morose sigh. Her personality like one huge helpless sigh. And oh yes, it's all my fault.
Thank you, Mr. Howard.
Thank you.
So now I will stand before you and before this microphone. I love this microphone. So a couple little things about Steve. One is, I'm a school teacher, and during the course of the school year I was building a library for my classroom. And I put out an announcement that, you know, people who wanted to donate to this cause could do so by various and sundry means. Well, I put up 3 different projects, and the 3 of them got funded very, very quickly, allowing me to have like probably about 150 to 160 different books in my classroom by lovely and beautiful second graders. Now, he wasn't the only contributor. However, when I found out, I found, oh, it's him. Oh, it's him again. It is you. A third. I thanked him, and he got little letters from my kids and everything. That was very beautiful. So the generosity goes on, and he was always like that. This poem was written by me, and actually Clara and I got together. We sat down and we started writing. We thought we'd write something for Steve, but we thought, well, maybe we didn't know. But actually, there were a lot of themes in his life, and some of them like good food and cafes and San Francisco, and, you know, thinking as a poet does. And so this poem has all that in that. And so this is my way of saying thank you to him for being an influence on me. It's called Once Upon San Francisco, with regards to S.P. Mackin. A light fog graces San Francisco's sunset. Just outside Cafe Flora and looking toward the ocean, all is fog shrouded, just 6 short blocks away. Parnassus likewise remains occluded, and there's quiet, a hush, as if the whole of the world and all upon it were whispering only, and the sun, taking it easy,